Now on CoastTV News.
Sussex County rethinking its rules for retail marijuana, why the current zoning limits could go up in smoke, and what's sparking the new debate. Robbed at knife point twice, now a 29-year-old man facing serious charges, where it happened and what Delaware State Police are saying.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. Today is Tuesday, September 23rd. I'm Grace Eckerly and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. Breaking news this morning, according to Lewis police, several guns and hundreds of rounds of ammunition were found inside an abandoned truck on Lewis Beach today. As a precaution, the Cape Henlopen School District says it placed Fred Thomas Middle School, Fred Thomas Building, Lewis Elementary School, and Cape Henlopen High School under a secure status. In an email sent to families this morning, the district said that while operations are continuing as normal, they're taking the appropriate safety procedures. Now, this is a developing story that CoastTV News will continue to cover. For the latest updates, go to coasttvnews.com or our app. Our top story this morning, today, Sussex County Council will discuss and possibly introduce an ordinance related to marijuana establishments. This comes just 2 weeks after CoastTV News was told Governor Matt Meyer's office reached out to Sussex County Council to possibly make a change to current regulations on zoning marijuana stores. Right now, all marijuana stores in Sussex County must be 3 miles away from schools and churches. A vetoed bill called for that to go down to 500 feet. On your screen now are the 4 retail dispensaries in Sussex County. The Frankford location is the only store within town limits. The Lewis, Rehoboth, and Georgetown stores are all outside of city limits.
I like the restrictions they have on it so that like high schoolers or middle schoolers can't easily walk to the dispensaries.
This is just one of a number of items on today's council agenda. That meeting is scheduled to start today at noon. Also at that meeting, the county council set to review a plan that aims to add more homes to a Millsboro area manufactured park. This is for the crossings at Oak Orchard. Developers are seeking approval for 2 additional lots inside the River Winds Manufactured Home Park. According to county documents, it affects less than half an acre of land within the 35-acre community. Now taking a live look into beautiful Milford this morning, not a cloud in the sky. Our first alert meteorologist, Chris Mastrojobono, is joining us now for a first look at the forecast. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Grace. It's been a beautiful morning. We had a few low clouds there to start across parts of Delmarva, but boy, I tell you what, the sun is shining in Cambridge. 77 degrees there, light winds out of the south at about 9 miles an hour. We're at 78. Harrington 76, Georgetown 77, Bethany Beach to 76 in Ocean City. As mentioned, we had a few low clouds this morning across parts of the area, but we have cleared out high pressure off to our southeast, funneling in that southwest air. You could see some showers back off to the west, and those are going to stay back off to the west at least through the day today. The story, though, over the next few days, well, summer-like feel. Look at these temperatures, mid-80s over the next 3 days, ahead of a cold front that will bring a round of showers and storms. Now, we're going to stay pretty dry for today. Can't rule out an isolated shower western portions of the peninsula. Better chance of showers comes tomorrow night into Thursday, and then another round Thursday into Friday. Some of those storms Thursday could be on the severe side, and then we are keeping a close eye on the tropics as they are beginning to heat up. We have a couple disturbances that the Hurricane Center is monitoring. We'll talk more about that and the storm chances ahead in that full 7-day forecast. Grace.
Thanks, Chris. And in Georgetown, more preparations across Sussex County to celebrate America's 250th birthday. Happening today, the Georgetown America 250 Committee will discuss the group's mission and elect new officers, including a chairperson and a secretary. This is scheduled for a 3 p.m. meeting at Town Hall today. And it comes as Lewis is also developing plans for the big celebration. According to the city's website, the first town in the first state has several events planned for July 4th, 2026. The activities will focus on how the American Revolution continues to have an impact on the development of Lewis. Right now, applications are open to honor the milestone with a new license plate. You can see the design right here on your screen. Governor Matt Myers signed a bill creating a special tag to celebrate the 250 years of American independence. The firework design will cost $50, with part of the money funding the celebration events. A 29-year-old is facing charges after Delaware State Police say he was arrested in relation to 2 knife-point robberies in Milford. On your screen now is where police say the robbery happened, the Valero Shore Stop on Bay Road. Police say on September 19th, Tyrell Boyce went into the store, waved a knife around, and demanded that the clerk open the cash registers before stealing an undisclosed amount of money and running away. Watch your water use in Greenwood. The town says construction will require service shutoff today from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This includes the areas of East Market Street, Sea Chase Apartments, Cart Branch Circle, and Duck Creek Street. It's an estimated service that will be restored by 4 p.m., but the town says if you notice discoloration, just run your cold water for 10 to 15 minutes until it clears up. Coming up on Coast TV News, Salisbury University making a musical milestone. The marching band that's taking to the field for the first time in almost 50 years. The Maryland Transportation Authority is now responding to a wave of public concern and photos suggesting that part of the westbound Chesapeake Bay Bridge is unsafe. The MDTA says routine inspections are conducted regularly, and despite the recent comments, both spans of the bridge are safe for travel. In Lewis, discussion and possible action on biking in the city. According to the agenda, the Bicycle and Pedestrian Committee will gather to review crosswalks and lighting in the city. There is also a set to be banned on the update for a grant submission for the Delaware Bicycle Council. The group will gather tonight at 5:30 at City Hall.
Well, the sun is shining in Laurel, bright blue skies, 78 degrees. We'll see that wind out of the southwest about 8 miles an hour. Plenty of sunshine through the afternoon as we top out in the low to mid 80s. A gorgeous warm afternoon. Raymond Pribalowski of Lewis, Delaware, the winner of our Coast TV weather umbrella. Coming up, we'll talk more summer-like warmth and then a chance of showers and storms. We'll break out the unsettled end to the week. I'll break it all down in my full forecast after the break. Well, astronomical fall arrived yesterday and certainly doesn't feel like it on Delmarva today. Mostly sunny skies in Ocean View. Gorgeous shot there. We're at 79 degrees there. We're seeing that southwest wind flow, and that's allowing for the warmer and more humid air to push into the area over the next 3 days. See temperatures holding in the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Away from the coast, we're at 78 Long Neck, 77 Georgetown, 79 in Seaford, 80 Bridgeville to 77 in Milford. Winds out of the southwest about 5 to 10 miles an hour, and we're going to continue to see humidity levels rise really Wednesday through Thursday. Dew points back in the 70s, so it's going to feel quite tropical, especially as we get into Thursday. You can see we're pretty clear right now. We had a few clouds to start the day today. You see some shower activity back off to the west. This front across Chicago, that's going to be impacting us on Thursday. Now, as far as the rain chances go over the next 7, could see an isolated shower parts of the western ports of the peninsula tonight, but a better chance rolls in Thursday night through Friday. And then we'll see the shower chance kind of end as we start the weekend. Highs today, lower to mid-80s, a gorgeous afternoon. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk later this afternoon through the evening, far northwestern reaches of the peninsula. I think most of this activity is going to stay off to the west along I-95. I could see an isolated brief gusty wind there. Futurecast shows some clouds arriving later this evening, partly cloudy overnight, a very muggy night. As we go into our Wednesday, a mix of sun and clouds, temperatures in the mid-80s. Then as we get into Wednesday night, could see a few showers, a rumble of thunder. Not all that impressed with the coverage of the showers. Most of this, I think, is going to be north and west of Delmarva. Then as we go into Thursday, we're surging mid to maybe upper 80s ahead of the front. Now that front is going to be approaching Thursday afternoon. Notice the showers and storms beginning to break out across parts of Maryland, Baltimore, Washington, Thursday afternoon, and then that line pushes into the heart of Delmarva by late Thursday afternoon through Thursday evening. That is our window for the potential of an isolated severe storm. That's why the Storm Prediction Center has the entire area under that marginal risk. 1 out of 5. We could see an isolated damaging wind threat as we go into that time frame. Then as we go into the overnight hours of Thursday and Friday, we transition into more kind of steadier rain, heavier rain, and that front may kind of stall out over the area, but the models want to dry us out late Friday into early Saturday. Hurricane Gabrielle still kicking, Category 4 hurricane, monster hurricane, but this is going to continue to push out into the Atlantic and affect the Azores by Friday. These two areas, 60% chance, 90% chance of developing into a tropical cyclone over the next 7 days. So we still have a long ways to go in the Atlantic hurricane season. A dreary, damp day Friday with periods of rain. Could see a lingering shower Saturday, but the weekend is trending drier with the temperature around 80 degrees.
And coming up tonight on DSN at 5, the big Delaware High School field hockey rivalry resumes. We have the live field hockey between Cape and Delmar, then catch the final score at 10:30. And on DSN Plus, along with that big field hockey matchup, here's your exclusives. At 5 p.m., you can watch Decatur hosting Pocomoke in girls volleyball. Then at 5:30, Easton takes on North Dorchester in girls soccer. Sussex County Field Hockey hosts Smyrna, and Cape visits Indian River in boys soccer. We are once again gearing up for the Bless Our Children campaign. Every year, Draper Media works to make the holiday season brighter for children on Delmarva. The money raised goes to charitable groups who then buy Christmas presents. Right now, we are accepting funding applications from those nonprofits through October 1st. You can find our link at blessourchildren.org. And here's what you can look forward to this afternoon on Coast Life at 4 p.m.
Happy Tuesday, Coast Life. Let's see what's coming up on today's show. First, it's Tuesday, so we have our great debate. We're going to be discussing books or movies. That's a good one. We also have our dish of the week over at Benvenuto with Chef Zeus. We're going to see what he's whipping up today. And also, the Southern Delaware Therapeutic Riding is coming to talk about their barn dance. Sounds like a fun, great time. And there's a lot of fun and great time here today at 4 p.m. on Coast Life.
Salisbury University making a musical milestone with its first marching band in over 50 years. Salisbury Marching Band takes the field for the first time since 1982. With help from the university, the marching band is now a one-credit course at SU. 55 members make up the band, color guard, and dance teams. The director of bands at SU encourages all students to participate in the marching band. Fall isn't just for football, it's for marching bands too, obviously. The Delmarva Sports Network will cover 6 of those marching band competitions, featuring over a dozen schools from across the peninsula. These competitions will stream exclusively on DSN+. The next one is scheduled for Saturday, September 27th, and we'll be right back after the break. 2024 was the world's warmest year since records began 175 years ago, according to a report from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Now, the CDC says that the changing climate has a potential for disastrous effects to human health. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither shows us ways that we can stay healthy in this evolving environment.
For From decreased air quality to extreme heat, flooding, and wildfires, a changing climate puts our health at increased risk.
This increasing heat and poor air quality can affect virtually every organ in the body.
Dr. Sonia Angel with Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health says it can raise the risk of heart attacks and strokes, make the development of lung disease more likely and more severe, can cause metabolic disruptions, which negatively affects those who have diseases like diabetes. It can also increase the rates of birth defects and poor birth outcomes.
These are all things that are currently being deeply studied to try to understand how we can help protect ourselves.
While Angel says all of us are at risk to some degree, some are more vulnerable to the effects of climate change, including those with low incomes, people from certain racial and ethnic groups, immigrant groups, indigenous peoples, children, those who are pregnant, older adults, and people with disabilities.
We need to understand our individual risk so that we can take action to protect it.
Experts say the best way to do that is to be aware of risks where you live and plan for disasters before they happen. Have a ready pack handy with things like a flashlight, adequate drinking water, and medications you may need. She says it takes everyone to make a difference. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Latest forecast by calling the First Alert Weather Phone, sponsored by Brockstead Mandalis Federico. The warm, humid conditions continue through Thursday. Chance of late showers and storms Wednesday. Better chance of storms comes Thursday into Friday. Could even see a few isolated severe storms Thursday night with some damaging winds. We'll get the showers out of here in time for the weekend with a temperature in the 80s, at least through Sunday. Grace.
Thanks, Chris, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Midday. For more local news and weather, you can download our Coast TV News app. And don't forget to join us right back here at 5 later this afternoon for Coast TV News. Have a great day.